have a bad feeling about this, mistress. It's too quiet. It feels as if we're walking into a trap.
Still, we must press on, Naisha. If Illidan finds whatever it is he's seeking, he could... Wait, look there. Strange. These are Orcish runes. They were written by Gul'dan when he first opened this tomb 20 years ago.
What do they say?
Apparently, he logged his journey through the tomb's depths. These runes seem to depict that history.
Quickly, you fools! Fan out and search for the primary passageway. We must reach the Chamber of the Eye before the tomb's guardians awaken. Spineless cowards! I said move! Now, Sargeras, I will claim whatever's left of your power and bring this wretched world to its knees.
There's no telling what Gul'dan and his lackeys awoke in this foul place. We must be cautious.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the third level of the Night Elf campaign in Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. And this is a very interesting level to play, as it reveals a lot of the lore based on Warcraft 2 Tides of Darkness. And on top of it all, it contains so many secrets, it's actually madness. And this is where my video comes in. I am going to show you how to beat this level on hard, and also reveal as many of the secrets as I possibly can.
Gul'dan led them blindly to their deaths. Still, they hunger for revenge.
Okay, so the main goal, of course, is for us to keep as many of our units alive as we possibly can. So a little bit of micromanagement, as I've mentioned so many times, is going to have to take place. And also, due to the amounts of items that we got from Maiev in the previous level, all being, well, majority being intelligence, our mana regeneration is going to be incredibly high, and it was made exactly for this level. Also, blink ability needs to be upgraded to its third, also made for this level, in order to make our life so much easier. So yeah, we are not going to be using our mana with Maiev sparingly. We are going to be abusing it as much as we possibly can. And yeah, find all of the items and make Maiev even stronger for the upcoming levels. So this level does contain a lot of twists and turns, and like I mentioned, a lot of hidden secrets. The secrets are sometimes very difficult to spot. You have to spend time actually going about looking for the secrets one by one. Fortunately, I have done that. And we are going to be completing the Shadow Orb that is located in this level. There are 10 fragments. And we are going to be finding all 10. That's going to make Maiev actually quite pretty damn powerful.
Come back, you mortals! None may defile the Tomb of Sargeras.
Okay, be careful with this Overlord. There are times that, doesn't seem to be always though, but he has an ability, a meteor shower ability, that is actually quite devastating against the groups of your, your groups of units. So just be careful not to engage. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what I was talking about.
The hunter waits upon the guilty. The end draws near. I can wait no longer. We're wasting time here. I shall serve the goddess. The hunter waits.
Fortunately, they're not incredibly tough, so we do make short work of them, but they do have the chaos damage, so you need to be careful nonetheless. We will be getting some healing for Maiev very, very soon. But nonetheless, let's just keep watch over her while we progress.
We're wasting time here. The end draws near.
Okay, yeah, right over here.
Illidan is out there somewhere. Make it
Okay, so one of these orcs is going to be a champion. Be very careful when facing him. He's got the Death Coil ability, so he is definitely going to be targeting Maiev. So you don't want to end up losing her because of that.
no
So,
longer.
for safety reasons, we are just going to keep her behind.
Justice will be
Oh,
done.
yes, he missed. In fact, we're gonna get this done. Yes, perfect.
Now is the time. I can wait no longer.
Okay, so right over here is the location of the first fragment of the orb. And we can't reach it from this location though. As you can see, it is completely black, which means that we can't even use our blink ability to teleport onto that spot. But don't worry too much about it, I'm going to show you exactly how to get there. Just a little bit of a detour that needs to be taken.
I will finish the hunt.
Don't worry about this big mofo as well, he doesn't have too much chaos damage. He's tough, but not tough enough.
The guilty will suffer. Ashal Therados.
How may I serve the
The
goddess?
hunt awaits. I can wait no longer. The
Okay,
guilty
moving
will
on.
Suffer. I can wait no longer. Now is the time.
As you can see, her mana regeneration is relatively high,
must hurry.
and Blink is such a cheap
Justice
ability
will
to
be
use.
done.
It's Fan of Knives that
hunt
is quite
awaits.
expensive, but
I
yeah,
will finish
it's
the
mana
hunt.
usage for Maiev is
The
really
end
not a
draws
problem.
near. We're
Oh yeah,
wasting
of
time
course, we
here.
suffered from the mana burn attacks as well,
Justice
which
will
explains
be
why
done.
we have so little mana all of a
We
sudden.
must hurry. Justice will be done.
Okay, we are nearing
Now
the
is the time.
little location that we need to go through in order to
We're wasting time here.
get the first of the shadow
Illidan is
orbs.
out there somewhere. The end draws near.
Right over here.
Now is the time. The end draws near. Now is the time. In position. I can wait no
I am
longer.
the blade of the goddess.
I will finish the hunt.
Oh yeah, because we are standing so far away, we are missing so many of our shots.
Will be done.
Okay, in fact, we can go about
I can wait no longer.
doing that in the meantime.
For justice. We must hurry.
Perfect. Now we've got the blink ability,
We're wasting
and now
time
it's
here.
permanent blink for as long as we have mana.
Justice.
From here
will
on
be
out, it's going
done.
to make the level a whole
We're
lot
wasting
easier to
time
work
here.
with in order to find all the secrets,
I
but
will
also
finish
to
the
get
hunt.
out when the time
Now
arises.
is the time. I will finish the hunt. Now is
And this
the
is what
time.
makes the warder incredibly powerful. If units are grouped up like this, that Fan of Knives does a devastating amount of damage. And the best part is, it's not even level 3 yet.
The hunt awaits. The guilty will suffer. I will finish the hunt. I can wait no longer.
Yeah, we can
The
pick a
guilty
fight
will
with
suffer.
those. Before we do it, however, it's going to be a good idea to get the fragment.
Gul'dan's shadow orb. He must have shattered it by accident. If we can find the other missing pieces, we could reassemble the orb and use its power to aid us. The guilty will suffer. The end draws near. Ashal Therados! I can wait no longer. I
Okay.
will finish the hunt.
Don't worry too much about the amount
Now
of
is the
damage that
time.
we had to trade for the
guilty
orb.
will suffer.
10 pieces means
end
plus 10
draws
damage,
near.
but this item is also going to systematically
will
add
suffer.
more
Now is the time.
more
I will
armor as
finish the
well,
hunt.
so it's really
The
crucial for
guilty
us
will
to complete
suffer.
this in order to make
I can
Maiev
wait
even
no
more
longer.
powerful.
Position. On your mark. All quality. Justice will be done. I will finish the hunt. We must hurry. I can hear our comrades' voices from the other side of this barrier. If we destroy it, they'll be able to get inside and help us hunt for Illidan. Guilty will suffer.
I'm awake.
The hunt
Okay, so these Druids of the Claw are incredibly valuable, so more than any other units, they need to be kept alive. In all seriousness, whatever you do, do not lose them if you can help yourself. So right over here, as you can see, I'm heading over to another secret,
The end draws
the
near.
second fragment.
Now is the time.
It's only located on this side, there's nothing on that
The
side.
end draws near.
And yeah, moving on.
The guilty will suffer.
Not just yet though, we need to get to that location over there. Maiev is enough to send through.
I can
She
wait
can
no
deal
longer.
with all of these critters here, not a problem at all. In fact, we don't even have to waste time. We can get our item.
Can wait no
He
longer.
does contain an item, however. He contains a ring of protection. So if you really want to go for a safer style, you can go for the more defense and health style, but it's not
Guilty will
needed.
suffer.
We are just interested
I
in
will
getting the
finish
orbs
the
for this
hunt.
tutorial.
The end draws near. I will finish the hunt.
I'm awake.
We must hurry. Now is the time.
Our time is short.
We're wasting time here. The hunt awaits. Justice will be done. We're wasting time here. I can wait no longer.
Okay, next one.
The guilty will
I'm
suffer.
awake.
Ah,
I'm
The
awake.
hunt
fact.
awaits. The end draws near. I will finish the hunt. I can wait no longer.
I can't remember. I think there might be a health
We
scroll
must hurry.
or health ruin located over here. It's worth finding out.
Justice. Ashal Theradas. For justice.
Ah, restoration, in fact, just as good.
I will
Even
finish
better,
the
in
hunt.
fact.
The guilty will suffer. Illidan is out there somewhere. There. More of Gul'dan's glyphs. Interesting. They continue the Warlock's tale.
Blasted, feeble-minded weaklings. They're all likely dead by now. Still, I must press on. My power alone should be enough to... That laughter. Is that you, Sargeras? You seek to mock me? We'll see who laughs last, demon, when I claim your burning eye for my own.
Again, he referenced this mysterious eye. What could it be?
An artifact, no doubt. It must have contained tremendous demonic power to lure Gul'dan as it did.
Oh, and in fact, it did contain tremendous amount of power. If memory serves correctly,
I can wait no longer.
Nerzul used the exact same artifact along with the Scepter of Sargeras and the Book of Maiev in order to open the first portals. Well, the portals and beyond the Dark Portal. Back to the game, right over here is another secret located, as well as here, but we cannot access it at this stage. We can only do so when we come back. The one on the left side is Ogre's Gauntlets of Strength. So it's not important unless you want to go for a style with Maiev where she's got a lot more life and life regeneration, which, as you can see, I'm not going for at all. I'm rather focusing on more mana for her than more health.
Our time is short.
Illidan is out there somewhere. We must hurry.
I'm awake.
We're wasting time here. The hunt awaits. We must hurry.
Oh
Illidan
goodness.
is out there
Oh,
somewhere.
that tad bit too hasty.
The end draws near. Strange. It's a statue of Ajara, the great queen of old. She led our people to ruin by consorting with Sargeras and his burning legion. Only, I don't recall her ever having a tail.
She looks more like a Naga than one of us. Would those foul serpents have any reason to worship our queen?
I don't know, Naisha, but her image chills me to the core. We must hurry.
Okay, so a little bit about the Naga, which is going to be revealed in this level. They used to be Night Elves themselves. They used to be the Highborn Night Elves, and they betrayed
I can wait no longer.
they betrayed the Night Elves by consorting with the Burning Legion. That basically led to the first invasion in the first place and the destruction of the Well of Eternity. So yeah,
Illidan is out there somewhere.
according to Night Elf lore, they are quite despised.
Hunt awaits.
Our time is short.
We must hurry. We're wasting time here.
Okay, so while that battle is taking place, there's a tree located right over here that we're going
The
to
hunt awaits.
put a sentinel on in order to get view of this, teleport on top,
Draws near.
hit the next fragment.
Now is the time.
I'm awake.
Illidan
I'm
is
awake,
out there
Lord.
somewhere. Destroy that barrier so our forces outside can join us. The hunt
The
awaits.
hunt is on.
The guilty will suffer.
Okay, so be careful about these guys over here. Maiev gets extra damage from fighting them. So,
For the watchers.
oh man, move. While he is running about. Okay, so he just ate someone else. Yeah, as you can see, he likes to target one specific unit and then just all out go for that one. So definitely be aware of that one. You can get a lot of free damage that way.
Suffer. We're wasting time here.
My strength is yours.
I will
Okay,
finish
so
the
we
hunt.
are about
We're
to
wasting time
reach
here.
Where shall I?
another secret.
Are we being invaded? For the
The
truth.
hunt awaits. We must
What
hurry.
is nature's call?
The hunt awaits. Justice will be done.
I'm awake. Where shall I strike?
The hunt awaits. I can wait
Right
no
over
longer.
here.
The guilty will suffer. Now is the time. The end draws near. Now is the time. Justice will be done.
My strength is yours.
The guilty will suffer.
Yeah, they do suffer extra damage against these guys, so a good idea to
I will finish the hunt.
not have your melee
can wait no
units
longer.
doing the majority of
We
the
must
damage.
hurry. The guilty will suffer. Illidan is out there
My
somewhere.
strength is yours. Where shall I strike?
Is
Okay,
there
so it's
trouble?
just
My
one of
We're
them that needs to be
wasting time
close
here.
by. Another one of the
Now is the
fragments.
The end draws near. The guilty will suffer. I can wait no longer.
Ah, focus fire.
Being gone serves the gods.
Showdown.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Justice will be done. For justice. Make it count.
Where shall I strike?
We must hurry. Justice will be done. The hunt awaits. Now is the time. We're wasting time.
Okay, right over here
They're
is
out there somewhere.
another
no
little
longer.
location for us.
The end draws near.
One of these two turtles, if I have it correctly, holds the next orb of shadows, or shadow orb.
The guilty will suffer. We must hurry. We're wasting time here.
There we go.
Ashal
And
Baradas.
right over here, there's a stone token as well. Very important item for us,
The guilty will suffer.
because it gives us a free unit. A valuable free
Justice
unit
will
on top
be
of it all.
Our
We
time
must
is
hurry.
yours.
The end draws near.
Where shall I
We're
strike?
wasting time here. Justice will be done. The hunt awaits. We're wasting time here. The hunt awaits.
Our time
Oh man.
Justice will
Yeah,
be done.
like I said, don't lose any of your Druids of the Claw. It's those units are just too valuable to lose.
I will finish the hunt. The guilty will suffer. The hunt awaits. We must hurry. We're wasting time here.
My strength is yours.
Justice will be done. We're wasting time here.
Ah,
I will
what do you know?
finish the hunt. Now is the time. I can wait no longer.
I'm awake.
Justice
I'm
will
awake.
be done. We must hurry. The guilty will suffer. The hunt awaits. I can wait no longer. The end draws near.
Our time is yours.
I can wait no longer. For the watchers.
okay, so let's see which one is he going to
I'm
target.
Now is the time.
You can use the boulder ability. Let's see if we can do as much damage against him as we possibly can.
The hunt awaits. Justice will be done. The guilty will
Oh,
suffer.
he really wants to get around.
must hurry. I
He's
can
not
wait no
going to
longer.
eat anything.
The hunt awaits.
Perfect.
The end draws near. We're wasting time here.
You've come far enough, little warden. Your vaunted night elf justice has no jurisdiction here.
What would you know of us or our justice, Naga witch?
Why, my dear, we Naga were once night elves. We were Ashara's chosen, the Highborn, banished beneath the cruel seas when the Well of Eternity imploded around us.
Impossible.
Cursed, transformed. We have waited 10,000 years to retake our rightful place in the world. And now, with Lord Illidan's help, we shall.
Not while I draw breath.
Your courage is commendable, but it shall avail you nothing.
Okay, time to do battle with the Naga on this level.
The hunt awaits. Now is the time.
Moon shines upon the guilty. Innocent alike.
We must hurry. Justice will be served.
As you can see, the Naga are relatively durable.
End draws near. Now is the time.
Okay.
Strength is yours.
We must hurry. The guilty will suffer. The end draws near. I will finish the hunt. The hunt.
Oh, be
awaits.
careful of this guy over here, though.
Suffer.
He is incredibly strong because of that ability. Because of that very, very, very same ability.
The end draws near. The hunt awaits.
Standing guard.
Illidan is out there somewhere.
Make it fast.
Come on, come on, come on.
Justice will be
Perfect.
done. I can wait no longer. Destroy that barrier so our forces outside can join us. We're wasting time here. We must hurry. The end draws near.
Okay, we're not
I
even
can
gonna
wait no
waste our
longer.
time with this fight.
Now is the time.
Gonna
The
do
end
what
draws near.
I
I can
believe.
wait no longer.
I think there's something here. No, okay, so it's just a cross.
Now is the time. The end draws near.
I am prepared.
Justice will be.
Okay, so only 2 more of the orbs to go, and then, yeah, we're basically ready to move on.
We must hurry. I can wait no longer.
Our time is short. Our
We're
strength is
wasting
yours.
time here. The guilty will suffer. Now is the time. Illidan is out there somewhere. We're wasting time here. I can wait no longer. The guilty will suffer.
Standing guard.
My brothers.
Our strength
I can
is
wait
yours.
no longer. We must hurry. Illidan is out there somewhere. I will finish the hunt.
Okay, so right
The end draws
over
near.
here is the
wasting time
next
here.
one that we need to find.
Justice will be done.
And this
We're
one can be
wasting
relatively
time
tricky
here.
to go for, though. Oh shit, I forgot about my
Illidan is out
guys
there
at the back.
Our time is yours.
Make it fast.
Our strength is yours.
I bid you revenge.
Justice will be done.
Okay.
We're wasting time here.
How may I serve the gods?
Come on.
Illidan is out there somewhere.
Oh,
I will finish
what
the
a
hunt.
magnificent thing. We still haven't managed to lose
Illidan is
any of
out
our
there
units.
Somewhere.
Out with it.
The
So
hunt
things are
awaits.
looking incredibly
Illidan
good.
is out there somewhere.
Look, mistress. More of Gul'dan's glyphs.
Yes, Gul'dan's script seems to grow more desperate. It reads that he was.
Ambushed by the Guardians. I am dying. If my servants had not abandoned me, I could have claimed the Eye and... Damn you, Sargeras. I won't be beaten like this. I am Gul'dan. I am darkness incarnate. It cannot end like this.
The This is as far as he got. The runes simply trail off. I cannot imagine what horrors Gul'dan faced in his final moments.
Yeah,
We're
he
wasting
was
time
torn
here.
to shred, and it's
Illidan is out there
much
somewhere.
deserved what happened to him at the end for all of the horrors that he caused as
We
well.
must hurry.
I am prepared.
Illidan
Okay,
is out there somewhere.
we are
I can
nearing
wait no longer.
the final two fragments. One right over
Finish the
here.
hunt. Now is the time. I can wait no longer. Now is the time.
Okay, right over here, this is to our best interest. We want to get this little guy. That is
Justice
incredibly
will be
powerful, if I
done.
might add.
Illidan is
But
out
just
there
before we
somewhere.
pick the final
The hunt
fight over
awaits.
here, we're just going to get the last
guilty will
piece.
suffer.
Located right
I
over
will
here.
finish the hunt.
And then we have a complete shadow orb.
Finally, the last piece of the shadow orb. Now we'll use Gul'dan's own artifact to discover what he could not. No longer. I will finish the hunt. The guilty will suffer. Now is the time. Illidan is out there somewhere. We're wasting time here.
I'm away.
Get him
Illidan is
close.
out there somewhere.
Once.
The hunt awaits. We're wasting
Yeah, from here
time.
on out, we don't have to worry about keeping our units alive at all.
The hunt awaits. We're wasting
Because we're gonna lose them all anyways.
justice will be done. The hunt awaits. I hear dark whispering beyond this gate. It could be Illidan and his minions. Illidan is out there somewhere.
So, Warden Shadowsong, you've made it at last. I knew you would.
You have much to pay for, Illidan. I'm taking you back to your cell.
Naivete does not suit you. When I consumed the power of Gul'dan's skull, I inherited his memories, especially those of this place, and the dark prize he coveted.
Yes, the power of Sargeras. You would claim it as your own.
That power is beyond my reach, little warden. But this, the Eye of Sargeras, contains all the power I'll need to rid this wretched world of my enemies once and for all. Ironic that you should be its first victim.
You're insane.
Isolation can do that to the mind. Now, after all the long centuries you kept me chained in darkness, it is only fitting that I bury you in turn.
Damn! I must reach Shadow Stormrage and warn him of his brother's treachery. My power will allow me to escape. But I fear there is no way out for the rest of you.
Go, mistress. The goddess will light our path to the hereafter.
I will not forget you, my sisters. You will be avenged. I swear it. Now I've got to find a way out before this cursed tomb is drowned by the seas.
That is going to be incredibly easy to do. We have our blink ability, we have lots of mana, we are just going to be spending blink like crazy. That's literally it, to be honest. And we have the speed ability on our side. We're also gonna take any shortcuts that we can get our hands on, like that.
Finish the hunt. The guilty will suffer. The end draws near.
See if we can reach it from here.
Now
Yeah,
is the
perfect.
time. I will finish the hunt.
Might
The
be able
guilty
to
will
make a
suffer.
record time even.
I will finish the hunt. The end draws near.
Yeah, the
We
one
must
of the
hurry.
secrets that I mentioned over
Guilty will
there.
The end draws near. Now is the time. I can wait no longer. The guilty will suffer.
And mission
I
accomplished.
can wait no longer. The guilty will suffer.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the 3rd level of the Night Elf campaign in Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. And as you can see, it takes a little bit of time in order to locate all of the fragments of the Shadow Orb. There are not as many different variety of items, but the Shadow Orb is an incredibly important item for you to get. And with this little video, you now know how to reach it on your own. As always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Refer it to your friends who want to learn a little bit of Warcraft 3 and how to beat this game on hard difficulty. And of course, I'll see you for the 4th level of the Night Elf campaign. Stay tuned for next time.